Hi, I'm Dove Sinclair. Here at the Power of the Patient Project, we value patient advocacy and patient rights. We surveyed a variety of patients through Zoom on what they think about their patient experience today and what they wish could be done differently to make their experience better. Here's what they said.
The doctor is fine. The staff is horrific at best. And like I said, I'm not sure if it has to do with my location here in Florida or, it's just the staff down here. From what I'm reading in the paper and just reviews online, is outrageous.
I have had a pretty good experience. Although my daughter's doctor did end up passing away. I've just been seeing the nurse practitioner anyways because she wasn't old enough to see the normal doctor. But for the most part, they've been handling it really well, especially with the pandemic. They've been checking everyone's temperature and making sure that everyone's safe. And they've been making sure that she stays safe. So yeah, I think so.
I had a visit to the Minute Clinic. It was very well. She was prompt. She answered my questions.
I would say my experience has been mixed when I go to the doctor's office. I have 4 children, so I'm thinking about my experience bringing them to the doctor's office as well. Sometimes it can feel a bit rushed, and sometimes my experience has been that it doesn't feel very personal. It can feel a little bit like they're just trying to get us in the door and get through with the appointment and out the other end. And it makes me sometimes feel like I'm not particularly seen by the doctor. Not always the case, but sometimes.
But doctors down here, or dentists, seem to be promoting more cosmetic dentistry and trying to push all the extras on you than actually just cleaning your teeth and trying to take care of the necessities. So that I wasn't happy with. I actually had to switch dentists. The only other actual medical doctor I've been to is an endocrinologist, which I am happy with.
Last visit to my naturopathic doctor, I really enjoyed quite a bit. He's very diligent. He allows a lot of time, for me to ask a lot of, questions. He gives thorough answers. And unlike most doctors that I've been to, I never feel rushed whatsoever.
I would say so. A lot of what they've been doing most recently with screening patients and stuff like that before they come in, especially with the whole COVID situation, has been very, I would say, effective in terms of both maintaining privacy, but also maintaining efficiency of being able to treat individual patients at a time. The last time I went, it was pretty busy. So having that mode of efficiency yet privacy is really helpful, I think, especially for the individual. I personally like that level of privacy when I go in.
Overall, I feel that things have gotten better visiting the doctor in the last few years. And I will say that one of the things that's really improved is the technology. So having Patient Gateway is something that I use, and that connects. I have my main doctor, I have a heart doctor, I have different things that and that's able to communicate across the different doctors so people that know what's going on with me. So that's been an improvement.
I've been waiting over 2 months to receive approval for a medication that I need, and I still have not received that because the staff cannot somehow fax the paperwork back to the doctor. Well, not to the doctor, but to my insurance company to get it approved for me, even with all the problems I've had medically. So no, I'm not happy with the system down here. But besides that, medically, it's okay. I like my doctor. I just don't like the staff.
One time when I had a very good experience, and it really struck me because it was such a great experience as a patient, and it was from the minute I walked into the door of the doctor's office, and I was greeted by the front desk, and they looked me in the eye and they greeted me by name, and they asked me how I was doing. And I was a little bit caught off guard by their curiosity, their genuine concern and care. And that sort of experience went all the way through my entire appointment up until when I left, and the front desk asked me how I was feeling and that they hoped that I would feel better soon. And it just really sort of left me with this feeling that they really cared how I was doing. And I actually felt a little bit better just knowing that I had the team on my side and really concerned. So.
Be getting back to people better on time. I know that they're really busy, and I know now it's like insane, but I always feel like even before I had Natalie, the doctors always kind of took forever to get back to you, even when it was a pretty serious matter. At least in my experience, I've always had doctors that weren't really on top of things. So.
I would like to see the doctors down here that they know they have a problem. They admitted to me when I went in that we have a problem. They're not willing to change it. So the doctor had his own practice. He came into the clinic as a doctor there, and he acknowledged to me that they have issues, but he said they don't have any plans to change it, and it's really disheartening to hear that. They know they have a problem, but they're not addressing the issues. So for me, you can see all the best doctors in the world, but if their support staff is not able to get information to insurance companies and get things processed, it's not good.
I suppose they could always use more with do more with PPEs, just to add that extra layer of protection, sanitation, and all that, just to make sure that everyone's being screened in a more safe manner. But other than that, I don't have any real gripes or anything about how they're handling you right now.
So the only thing I feel that dealing with a physician, if he would do a follow-up call that would say, okay, he's interested, he knows that his treatment helped me. And it would be nice to have a follow-up phone call from a doctor.
The familiarity with the people that meet me when I come into the doctor's office, knowing who I am, and also maybe a bit of a shorter wait time when I'm going in to see my doctor. But other than that, I feel pretty comfortable with the level of care that I'm getting. I live in the Boston area, so there's such a great resource of great doctors in the area, and that's something that we've been able to tap into, and I think most people are able to as well.
When you're in the doctor's office, if they had some creative ideas for better lifestyle changes, just some small pamphlets, something that was easy to digest, and something that would that you could start thinking about while you're in the office.
With the dentist, they should be more upfront with costs and procedures and what's actually going to happen in your visit. My first visit, I wasted thinking I was getting a cleaning, and all they tried to do was try to get me to buy Invisalign. So I wasn't happy with that.
I think that there needs to be a real shift towards looking at patients as whole people, like a holistic approach. Sometimes it feels like when you go to the doctors, they're just looking at sort of the physical side of things and sort of forgetting that you're a whole human being with a lot of other sides that go with the physical side of things. I think it would be important for doctors to obviously go through the checklist of physical possibilities, but to also think about the emotional and mental side of things as well for a patient, and sort of check in with those sort of things